Good morning, all of you students. Today we will discuss about refraction through a glass prism. Okay, so what is a prism? Basically, it is a pyramidal piece of a glass having two triangular bases and three rectangular lateral surfaces. As you see, it having three rectangular surfaces. The surface of prism are inclined to each other. Okay, so all the surface of prism are inclined to each other, and so this which is visible to you. This is angle of prism, which is joining between two lateral surfaces. So what we have to do here, we have to take firstly a fixed white sheet of paper or a drawing board, right? We have to fix the drawing board, fix the white sheet over the drawing board, right, and place a glass prism on it in such a way that it rests on its triangular bases, right? So trace the outline of a prism in such a way, right? This is the outline of prism. So after that we will draw a line, that is PE, on the refracting surface AB. Okay, we will draw a line PE, and after that you will put two pins over here named P or Q. Okay, put the prism again here and observe the prism from the other refracting surface, that is AC, from this side. If we see from this side, we will observe there is a straight line coming out from the prism. So we will put two pins again in a straight line as they are coming from the PQ. So put two pins here, or again observe. Okay. After that, remove the prism and mark the points R and S. Okay, so after that meet this point E or F with the help of a scale. So what we have observed in this experiment, right? So let us recall. When a ray of light is incident here, or incident on the prism, so means the light is coming from rarer medium and it is entering to denser medium, so it will refract. As you see, this is the normal, and ray of light is just entering, and this is incident, right, and it will refract in the glass prism. This is the angle of incidence and this is the angle of refraction. And after the refracting, when it is moving from glass to air, means denser medium to rarer medium, so it will just move away from the normal, right? So it will make here angle of emergence. Right? And if we exceed these lines, lines, right, the incident ray or the emergent ray, if we exceed these, they will meet at a point. That is the angle of deviation. So let us see PE. This is PE, right? That is the incident ray. P is the incident ray, EF is the refracted ray, and FS is the emergent ray. Okay, and angle A is the angle of prism. This is the angle of prism. It can be 45, 50. It depends on the prism. So I, as I told you, this is the angle of incidence, and this is the angle of refraction. E, this is the angle of emergence, and D, where these two lines, incident ray or emergent ray, are meeting, so this is the D, which is called angle of deviation. I hope it is clear to you. So the angle of deviation, it is the angle between incident ray or emergent ray. As I told you, the angle between incident ray or emergent ray is known as angle of deviation. I hope this is clear to you. Okay, so let us move another case, that is dispersion of white light by a glass prism. So we all know that when a light is passing through a prism, it can be splitted out into various colors, right? So that is called dispersion. So how can we just statement say about the dispersion? So splitting up of white light into its 7 colors, right? White light जैसे ही split होती है 7 colors में, so that is called dispersion. As you see, this is dispersion. So this is a prism, and when a white light is just incident on the prism, it will disperse it into 7 colors, or it is splitting, right? So it is form a spectrum over here. So band of 7 colors formed due to dispersion of white light, right? As you see, band of 7 colors is formed due to dispersion of white light, that is Vibgyor. You see here, see VIBGYOR means these are the lights. Read here. V is for violet, I is for indigo, B is for blue, G is for green, Y is for yellow, or O for orange, and R for red. So you just read it Vibgyor, right? You can read it Vibgyor. As you see, when a white light is incident on prism, it is split into 7 colors. So this phenomena is called dispersion. You see here one more thing is important, angle of deviation, right? Angle of deviation where the incident ray or the emergent ray is meet. So it is always proportion, it is always inversely proportional to the wavelength, right? So as you see here, which color light is least deviated? See, which color light is least deviated? Red. So जो रेड कलर की लाइट है वो क्या होगी? लीस्ट डेविएटेड होगी. एंड जो वायलेट कलर है वो क्या है? मोस्ट डेविएटेड. सो व्हाई इज इट सो? बिकॉज जो एंगल ऑफ डेविएशन होता है वो किसके इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल होता है? वेवलेंथ की, राइट? तो जो रेड कलर होता है उसकी जो वेवलेंथ होगी, तो जो रेड कलर की वेवलेंथ है वो क्या होती है? लार्जेस्ट वेवलेंथ. इसलिए उसमें जो डेविएशन होगा वो कम होगा. एंड जो वायलेट कलर है उसकी जो वेवलेंथ होती है वो क्या होती है? लीस्ट वेवलेंथ. इसलिए उसमें जो डेविएशन होता है वो क्या होता है? मोस्ट होता है. बिकॉज जो एंगल ऑफ डेविएशन है वो है हमारा इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू द वेवलेंथ. वेवलेंथ इंक्रीज होती है तो एंगल ऑफ जो डेविएशन होता है दैट विल बी डिक्रीज, एज इट इज इन बोथ द केसेस एज यू सी, राइट? सो राइट कलर जो रेड कलर है दैट विल बी least deviated due to large wavelength. Okay, so I hope this is clear. So red is the least deviated color as it has long wavelength, and violet is the most deviated color because it has small wavelength, right? I hope this is clear to you. So students, see, Isaac Newton was the first person who proved the sunlight is made up of 7 colors. तो जो फर्स्ट पर्सन थे जिन्होंने हमें बताया कि जो सनलाइट है वो 7 कलर्स में डिस्पर्स होती है, तो वो थे आइजैक न्यूटन, राइट? तो अ प्रिज्म कैन सेपरेट द 7 कलर्स प्रेजेंट इन वाइट लाइट बट इट कैन नॉट बी प्रोड्यूस देम. जो प्रिज्म है वो जो 7 कलर्स वाइट लाइट में है उनको क्या करता है? सेपरेट करता है, राइट? इट इज जस्ट सेपरेटिंग वाइट लाइट कलर इनटू 7 कलर्स, बट प्रिज्म उसको प्रोड्यूस नहीं कर रहा, इट इज जस्ट सेपरेटिंग, राइट? सो दिस फिनोमिना इज कॉल्ड डिस्पर्जन. I hope this is clear. I hope this is clear to all of you.